Hello, survivors, and welcome to a silly Saturday. In today's video, we are looking at Scent of Blood builds, so recommendations are taken from the comments section if you guys want to see specific skills and what they look like with Scent of Blood on a Barbarian. Otherwise, if we can't get them on the Barbarian, I do have a budget version with our Scent of Blood that we can work on as well. So if you want to see specific skills and what they're going to look like with the 0.2 second cooldown, let me know down in the comment section. But let's get into it. Let's look at our buckshot, which is the shotgun barb build, more like a shotgun machine gun, because we get so much cooldown reduction that it just becomes insanely OP. And because we get fragility innately from buckshot, gangrene works very well here to give us the bleed stacks that we need for our Scent of Blood, because we have been quite unlucky in this one and we haven't been able to get ourselves the brutal strikes, which is going to give us that juicy bleed stacks that we need. We are on 115% crit chance, so I don't know why it's not showing up for us, but it is quite rare, so hopefully we can get one to show up. I did want to do it on a customized curse as well instead of curse 7, so that we can show the special effects of the weapons to see what the actual skill looks like when it's on a very low cooldown. I did actually manage to get this done with spread shot as well, but spread shot does seem to have way too many projectiles up when you're on 0.2 second cooldown with 5 of them or even 4 of them and 2 Scent of Blood, so we couldn't actually use that one. So unfortunately, if you did want to see spread shot, you're not going to be able to do it. You will have to try to do that one on your own because it just completely breaks the game. And we wouldn't be able to show it because of the way that YouTube and the bitrate works. So it's just a bit of an unfortunate one. We're going to banish duration now. We've got more than enough of it. We now need a little bit more cast frequency so that our Scent of Blood, will be up all the time. So that's going to come in handy once we get this going. We're going to look for one more. You can see the damage coming out over there, and it is really strong in the beginning, and then as soon as we get to bosses where we can't kill them, it's going to be even better. So let's just quickly take a look at the curses that we are, not the curses that we're running, the runes that we're running. Of course, singular focus, that's going to allow us to have multiple of the same skills at the same time. We then running unconventional start, which allows us to pick the first skill of our choice. During the run, it also gives us 5 extra rerolls, which makes it a lot easier to get the skills that you're looking for. We then run skill inclination swing, which gives us higher odds of finding swing skills on the Barbarian, so Scent of Blood does become a lot easier to find. We then run skill mastery blast, because we were specifically looking for a blast skill buckshot, so we used blast mastery, and then we used skill inclination blast so that we had a high chance of finding the buckshot in the skill passive level ups as well. Now do take note that this did actually take me about 3 or 4 attempts of retrying to just get a buckshot going, to have this many of them. I've had runs where I've had like 4 threshing blasts, which is also a really cool one to have. It's just really random, and sometimes it's just really difficult to get the skills that you are looking for, so you might have to once or twice restart and hope and pray that you get the skills you're looking for. But for this one, we did actually manage to get all 5 buckshots within the first 2 minutes, so it really rolled really nicely for us. But you can see we're still killing things a little bit too quickly, and how is that a problem? But it is a problem that we are facing, where we're unable to get enough stacks of bleed on the enemies, because they die before all the bleed stacks do get procced by our Scent of Blood. So we're not getting that machine gun feeling that we're really looking for this. But obviously, the further you go into the overlord cycles, the more and more bleed stacks you're going to have on the enemies, and then eventually you will have that 0.2 second cooldown on the skill, and it's just going to go crazy. Already we look like a sprinkler, and it's just really funny. It actually sounds very funny as well. It's like kind of like a machine gun, even though it's meant to be a blast skill, more like a shotgun. So pretty cool.
Wait a minute.
Only 16% of you are subscribed to the channel. Those are rookie numbers. We can do better, guys. If you aren't subscribed and you are watching this right now, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyway, back to the video. Alright, again, still looking for the, what is it called again? The brutal strikes. That's just going to help us stack the bleeds. And then exposed weakness will be very nice because that will just double the amount of bleeds and all other status effects that we apply. Both brutal strikes and exposed weakness work off of crit chance, and they are the hardest negative effect passives that you can find in the game. So the other ones seem to be a lot more common, like hypothermia. You do seem to find it a lot more common. Impending doom, and those you just need like your slow and your doom. But exposed weakness and the brutal strikes, I don't know if they work off of your crit chance. So the more crit you have, the more chance you have of finding it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I've always thought they were. If you don't have a specific amount of the crits, you won't find it. But there have been times where I have like 0 crit and I still find it. Like there, we just found impending doom really quickly and easily. I mean, we have what is it, like 3 or 4 gangrene already. We got 3 gangrene, which does help, of course, because we do have 100% fragility proccing, so obviously we do get quite a lot of bleed stacks, but getting the brutal strikes and the exposed weakness would just make them that many more, which means that the cast frequency from Scrent of Blood would be a lot higher than what it currently is. So that's why there is a budget version. There is a budget version which uses Pulse of Agony, as well as one of the other, like adrenaline, where, you know, then we look at hurting ourselves so that we have low health. 150 life is the 60% cast frequency, the cap for the adrenaline, and that's going to put us on a very low cooldown as well. So if there were other skills and you didn't want to see them done on the Barbarian, you could just let me know who you want to see them on. As long as we have some way to apply bleed, it's still going to work really, really well on those characters as well. We can even then run Bloodlust on those characters as well, and that's going to help us get that even better. And then you just saw that we did banish a buckshot passive. That just helps us to get more of the blast passives, so that it affects each and every one of the buckshots, and we're not left rolling with just one buckshot being like level 30 and then the rest of them level 1. So that's why we did that. But that was it. It went really, really quickly, pretty insane, pretty strong, and yeah, so let me know down in the comment sections what you thought about that and what skill you would like to see next. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.